This is the 2017 Nokia budget smartphone, the Nokia 5. I've been using this smartphone for 2 years, but what's interesting is its performance. If you buy this smartphone in 2020, it will only cost you $80 on Amazon, which is probably a used handset. The material looks exactly the same as the iPhone 6, which is a matte finish on the back and an aluminium body. When I bought this device back in 2018, it cost me only $150, and at that time, I was really surprised that at this price tag, the material of the device is no doubt the finest material on a budget smartphone. The matte finish covers the back as well as the sides of the device. The camera module is a little bit large and it's placed at the center of back of the device. The corners are curved like the iPhone 6 and the antenna bands are placed at the top and bottom. Volume rockers are placed on the right hand side and the power button is situated below the volume rockers. I found this button's arrangement comfortable for me, but in some cases, like when my device is packed in cover, sometimes I push the power button instead of the volume rockers. But most of the time, it's comfortable. On the top, there is 3.5 mm of headphone jack, while the micro USB port, speakers, and mic is situated at the bottom of the device. While looking at the front, the bezels are a bit larger, which I found a little disturbing. The front camera and earpiece are placed on the top of the screen, while the fingerprint scanner and gesture buttons are placed at the bottom of the screen. If you are enjoying this video, a sub would be highly appreciated. For front camera, it seems a bit large as compared to other devices, but overall, I like its design. The most interesting thing in terms of design is probably its slimness. At this price tag, it's a slim device like the Apple's flagship phone, the iPhone 6. There are not too much things to talk about in terms of design. It features 5.2-inch IPS LCD with a resolution of 720 by 1280 and having 68.7% screen-to-body ratio. There is a Gorilla Glass protection on the front and an aluminium frame. It comes in at 160 grams, which does not feel too heavy. It supports single SIM or dual SIM at the same time, and also you can mount the SD card as well. The display colors are just normal, they are not too much vibrant and the display is not too sharp. Whenever I use this device in bright sunlight, I found a little bit problem, but for indoor use it's perfect. There are 4 color options: silver, black, copper, and blue. The one I'm using is blue variant. Now, the thing that surprised me a lot is its performance. There are 2 variants, 2 gigs of RAM and 3 gigs of RAM. I am using 2 gigs of RAM variant paired with 16 GB of internal storage. It supports Qualcomm Snapdragon 430 28nm chipset and Adreno 505 GPU. For those who don't know about this chipset, it's a lower mainstream SoC for Android-based smartphones and tablets. However, they are only clocked at up to 1.4 GHz. Well, I downloaded the Pubg to check its performance and the results are impressive. I found no lag while I was playing. That does not mean that there is no kind of lag, but that kind of lag is not noticeable. I also boost the graphics to balanced as the other graphics options are not available on this device, may be available in another update. When I start playing, I noticed the battery percentage was about 36%, but after 10 minutes I found that the battery dropped to around 28 or 30%. After playing Pubg for 10 minutes, the handset also starts heating up. As this is a budget smartphone and I also boosted the graphics to maximum as much as the device can support. But the thing that surprised me a lot is how this 3-year-old smartphone can handle heavy games like Pubg and SL9. Also, it's my daily driver. I've installed many different kind of apps, but when I use my device in normal days, it never disappointed me in terms of performance. It features 13MP rear camera through which you can shoot Full HD video at 30 fps. There is 8MP front shooter which also supports Full HD video at 30 fps. The camera quality is average in both photo and video mode. I also tried the Google Camera app and I was shocked by the results because using Google Camera app increases the definition in images as well as in videos. On screen you can see the difference in both images and videos. Also, the main problem with the camera is that it's not too bright as other smartphone cameras. While making indoor videos and photos, I found the camera is little useless. The camera output is too dark, which is absolutely disappointing for those who love to have great camera phone. But while shooting outdoor photos and videos, I'm completely satisfied at this price tag. Battery life is also average, it's not too much impressive. When I bought this device back in 2018, at that time, it allows me to use this device for 1.5 days. But after using it for 2 years, I can only use it for 1 day or sometime less than a day. Now, it's an older device, so probably the battery health is not same as compared to that when it was new. Now this device does not worth buying in 2020 as it does not provide greater battery life and the cameras are not too useful as there are many different smartphones with amazing cameras and battery life in 2020. But at $80 price tag in 2020, I loved two things most in this device. First is its slimness and matte finish, and the second one is probably a performance. As for my normal usage, it's worked just perfect for me. That's all for now. Thanks a lot for watching guys. My name is Hamza. This is Tech Filter and I'll catch you in the next one.